Jelly Roll urged Congress to take strict measures on fentanyl. Now he calls on Congress to pass the anti-fentanyl law. Rapper and singer Jelly Roll has issued heated call Congress this week support a proposed bill take measures against fentanyl. But experts and advocates say the crisis of increased fentanyl overdose deaths in the U.S. is complex problem solve. Since synthetic opioids have reached almost every corner country, there has been an explosion of fentanyl-related deaths over past decade. And officials say he called for more action to both stop illegal flow manufactured fentanyl smuggled into United States and address diction. The country music star spoke with the Senate's Committee on Banking, Housing and Urban Affairs on Thursday about his history of drug trafficking and imprisonment, sharing something that has become quite an American experience: the recognizing someone who has from an overdose of fentanyl. Jason DeFord, known as Jelly Roll, said, "It's time for us to be proactive, not reactive anymore." Experts and lawmakers in the corridor agree that drugs are a deadly danger. But taking meaningful steps to save Americans is even harder than many people think. Peter Reuter, professor public policy and criminology at the University of Maryland, who published research on drug trafficking policy and the rise fentanyl, told USA Today, "We have very poor tools to deal with this. No family is immune." Mothers share their pain at congressional hearings on fentanyl. What is fentanyl crisis? Officials across country have been increasingly alarmed by increased deaths attributed to overdose of fentanyl in last decade. In 2021, about 107,000 people from overdose U.S., and 65 of those deaths, more than inden, was caused by fentanyl. Many experts say that the danger of fentanyl that it is much stronger in small quantities than drugs and often found in counterfeit products intended to be mixed with other drugs or similar to drugs. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, and its spread U.S. begins with the pioneering chemicals produced in China that were mostly converted to fentanyl Mexico before being smuggled into country. About a decade ago, when authorities began tightening opioid pain prescriptions, which were linked to increased deaths at the time, fentanyl appeared and quickly spread across the country. The CDC has documented a significant increase in deaths from overdose since 2014, when illegally produced fentanyl was introduced. In the 2018-month period that ended in July 12, more than 30,000 Americans from an overdose of synthetic opioids, such as fentanyl, according to provisional data. 5 years later, this number doubled to 74,000. "We have every reason to think the situation will get worse," he said. Dr. Drive, a doctor of infectious diseases and addiction at UCLA, David Goodman-Meza, said that almost everyone he treated for substance use disorders, knowingly or unknowingly, used fentanyl. While only 5 or 6 years ago black tar heroin was domina,